the fact that you're here today and having participated in this competition makes you a really bright star in my eyes for caring about somebody else and hoping to make them fully participatory in the workforce. So with that, I just want to say thank you. Okay, I'm going to have us do a really quick exercise. So what I'd like you to do is get up and go sit down next to someone you have not met yet. Take some time and ask the person to describe themselves using 10 different words. So get to know them, ask them 10 ways they describe themselves. Okay? Thanks.
You may have heard me use people first language when I just spoke about myself, and that came up in one of the presentations earlier today. And so when we think like to talk about individuals and who they are first, and not the disability necessarily. And the reason is just for what I articulated, that people are much more than just their disability, and we like to focus on the person first. So you will hear some controversy in the disability community about words. Words hold great meaning and are used to communicate important things, and you won't always find agreement upon terminology. So that can make it a little hard, I think, as someone who's trying to figure out, should I talk about this, or what do I say? And I think my advice is that if you're not sure what to call something or how to explain something, ask. So people will say to me, well, how do you like to talk about yourself and your disability, or what do you like to be called, a person with a physical challenge, or a person with a disability, or a person who is confined to a wheelchair? And generally I say, well, when you talk about me, I like to be called Jamie. So let's start with that. And then secondly, be positive. So, my wheelchair is not a negative thing. Actually, my wheelchair is assistive technology that without it, I'd be completely screwed. So it's the best thing that I have. When people say, what do you think of your wheelchair? I am so thankful for it. And for whoever invented the technology that is in my titanium lightweight wheelchair, thank you. Because it